welcome everyone listening and watching to our very first podcast called Keep It Quiet. We're here to discuss the behind the scenes and business goings on of everything at Muffle. For our first episode, it's only right that we start with the head, and that is our managing director, Andy. How are you?
Very well, Tony. Thank you.
Good.
Yourself?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I'm excited. And hopefully, I'm hoping that you're going to tell us who Muffle are, what we do, and how the first 2 years of business has been going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have the floor. Who are Muffle?
So, Muffle comes from, I guess, a history of us being in acoustics. It kind of came out of nowhere, really, as a lot of businesses do. It came from a demand that we saw. So, just, I guess, to take things back a little bit, to give you the backstory of how Muffle came about, I mean, as a person, I've always been interested in business, and in my 20s, I had a small business in the construction industry, sort of renovating properties and whatnot. That lasted a couple of years, but in hindsight, I was young. I was probably too inexperienced, and the business didn't work out. I then needed a job, and sales was my thing. And I was searching around for a job, and by chance, I stumbled across a company called Saint-Gobain Ecophon, who are a leading manufacturer in acoustic products. So I applied for a job there, and I ended up getting a job with Ecophon. I was much in need of a job at the time, so I put everything into getting that job, and I enjoyed almost 10 years working for Ecophon, and that's where I sort of really fell in love with acoustics and high quality acoustic products. And during that time, I met a lot of people, and two of the people that I met were Jim Leatham and Andrea Leatham, who they owned a business at the time that did large fit outs of buildings, and part of their sort of remit was, doing acoustic packages, installing the acoustic products. We ended up deciding to join forces, and we set up a business that was called Hushed Acoustics, and this was a business that supplied and installed. We specialised in offering a service right from the product offer through to installing acoustic products. Through that period, we started to learn more about the market, what customers needed, and we were getting asked for the supply of product. Customers asking us, "Can you just supply the product?" So through chance, we started supplying some product, and internally at Hushed at the time, we'd gone down the route of trying to be online. So we were very much driven by our website, our SEO, our Google advertising. So we had a couple of good people internally. Adam, who's with us now, has very much sort of driven our online presence, and together we decided, right, instead of going down this traditional route of sales, we want to create something that is different, that is future-proof, and Muffle was born from that. So we built an online platform with the vision to become essentially the future of acoustic distribution.
Way forward.
Yeah, hope so.
It's interesting because it's something that's in every building, acoustic treatment, but you don't think about it.
No.
Yeah, so it is really good and it's useful.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
it being a new business, and everything fresh off the ground, I mean, how has the operations been running, after the first 2 years? Like, even it was a really hard time with COVID.
Yeah.
So in starting that time, like, what has it been like?
So we started Muffle as a concept back in April 2019. And it's been a very steep learning curve. I mean, we're really in our quarter 4 of year 2 now, and the challenges of a startup are immense. Especially when you're in a new space, because when you're in a new space, you have to be innovative all the time. You have to do things differently, and the challenge with being innovative, it's all great. It's all good and well, but the downside to being innovative is that you have to build things because it's not available. If you're the first doing something, you have to unfortunately create what your vision is, and I think that's been one of the real tough things for us within the first couple of years, is that we've made a point of not taking the easy route with anything we do. We've got a clear vision as to what we want to achieve, and that clear vision is to give the customer an absolutely brilliant service. But we've had to build a lot of things, and that may be websites, software, operational things like the logistics that surround e-commerce that doesn't exist at the minute. So it's really exciting to do that, but it comes with its challenges.
Of course. That's how you keep the foundation strong, right? And you just keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have there been any downfalls, like any notable downfalls, that you'd speak on, just like anyone could learn from?
Yeah, I mean, in what is almost 2 years plus with the concept, I mean, there has been so many challenges and downfalls in reality. I can't even count how many, but that is just part of setting up a business and running a startup. I think if we could do things again, I think it's fair to say that we would have built the website in a different way. So when you're building an e-commerce website, it's really important to invest enough time and money into building the foundations of a good, strong platform that you can build on. So some of the elements of our site, through trial and error, learning, maybe weren't built as we would now. So we've had to essentially rebuild. So what we started with is very much different to what we've got now. But that is just all part of the learning curve. But what I enjoy about Muffle and working with the team at Muffle is that we're all in the same sort of opinion that we don't take the easy route. We don't take any shortcuts. If we build it right now, we don't have to build it twice.
Very true. That would be a positive. Then that literally leads me to like my initial last question I have for you. Is just, what are the positives, like the good things, the things you're looking forward to, I guess, with Muffle?
Good question. And I think the amazing thing about Muffle and is primarily the team. Okay, something yeah, which you're part of. So something that we're really sort of keen on, and it was so important to us as business owners, was to create a good culture. That's absolutely critical, with values that are realistic, values that are sort of driven by the team, not just by the management. If you've got your team that are driving your values, you can't ask for more than that. And we've got as a young business, we've got a fairly young team, and there are a lot of advantages with working with fresh, innovative people, and the values and the culture sort of shines through from the people. Moving forward from a business point of view, I mean, we do not stay still. I mean, this is the thing that we've got 100 ideas, okay, but we have to sort of condense them down to implementing, 5, 10, 15, so we can do them right. But there's so many projects, so many exciting things that we're trying to improve. I mean, the ultimate focus is on getting the best level of service to the customer. So we must ask, what does the customer want, and how can we provide the customer? Okay, we need to not ask, what do we want to provide the customer or a supplier, and try and make the customer work to that. We've got to flip it on its head. What do the customer want? And that's what we've got to try and figure out how we deliver. So that for me is what's the most exciting, because I feel like we've not even started with our journey. I mean, we've not even started. The wave of this hasn't even, it hasn't even started yet. So we're moving into new countries. We're pushing into the US at the minute, which is a very exciting yet challenging market. We've got certain products which are on trend at the minute, which we're taking to new markets. We're just about to launch our first Muffle timber only website, and that's for Australia. So we are going down under within the next sort of month or so.
Exciting times.
The list of sort of exciting things happening from a business point of view is endless.
Love it. There we have it. Andy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Remember, guys, keep it quiet unless you're talking about us.
Good stuff. Cheers.